Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, you can see we've got my Fire Anubis, the Fire Jackal. This guy's an absolute baller, as you can see. I was so excited when I pulled him because he's got a new mechanic that I haven't seen before in any sort of game at all, and it's really fun to use. He's not overpowered at all. I find him quite tough to put into a team at the moment, but he's just too fun. I just wanted to make a video about him to show you these sorts of cool mechanics that are coming into the game that just make it really enjoyable. So I'll go through his skills. So this third skill is the one that makes him super fun. Casts Zombie Call over all defeated allies, increasing the speed of all allies for 2 turns and defense for 2 turns. Now, the speed buff and defense buff are self-explanatory. The cool thing is the Zombie Call. Now, it's a revive, but not a standard revive. It revives your allies as skeletons with their own skill set. But the skeletons, from testing, maintain the defeated allies' attribute and stats. His second skill attacks an enemy with attack based on enemy's max HP. So that's just a good attack to use on bosses because they have high HP, it's going to do high damage. If the enemy is lower than 30% health, it'll do that same revive zombie call on a random dead ally and increase all allies' attack for 2 turns. Now, AI is a bit hard to use on this guy because he'll use his third skill as a buff, so if your monsters die, you've got to wait for the cooldown and all that sort of thing. But it's still, basically, if you look at him without the revive, he's still got speed and defense buff, which isn't bad. The attack buff, however, unfortunately, it only gets the attack buff if the enemy is below 30% health as well, which is a bit disappointing, but it is what it is. And he's actually got an amazing evolution skill, which I didn't get. Please make the change to allow us to change it. But this one I got is the curse, but the other one is increases all harmful effects for 1 turn on the enemy, and that is an amazing evolution skill if I had have got it. So the kit's not bad, ignoring the revive. Once you put the revive into it, like I said, it's hard to use in AI. It's a bit unreliable, but it is so cool. I'll show you guys how it works, and the skills the zombies come back with are actually really really cool. Just as soon as I pulled him, I got excited, and I've just been having fun playing with him. I haven't been using him competitively or anything. I just threw some spare glyphs I had on him. But you'll see in a second here the skeletons come back. It's just a cool mechanic, and it's those sorts of things in these type of games that get me really excited. Just fun mechanics, not overpowered mechanics, just fun things. So I'll just auto attack here. Hopefully she uses the AoE and wipes all these guys out. Nope, single target. They're all about to get wiped out, and as you can see, I've brought the wind, water, and earth in just to show you the attributes for when they revive. So hurry up and kill my dog, and then we'll be good. And wouldn't you know it, they're doing that. Beautiful. Okay, now we hit the revive button, and they all come back, and you can see they're all skeletons. And the other thing is that speed and defense buff gets put on after they're revived, which is very handy. Now this is the really cool part. The third skill of these guys is infection. 50% chance to put a parasite on the enemy. So standard parasite, 10% of their HP, increasing by 8% each time, and it's got no cooldown. The second skill is attacks an enemy based on the enemy's max HP. Also will do massive damage to bosses, and 60% chance to decrease the defense for 2 turns, also without a cooldown. So that's really cool. No cooldown. The trouble with this is that, like I said, they come back with the same stats as the monster that died. So the idea was to build a team of, like, my first idea was to build a team with a healer, the Anubis, and 3 glass cannons that were going to do massive damage, clear waves early, and then die, and then come back as these guys with this awesome parasite to clear the rest of the waves. The only problem is, as you can see, that because they come back with the same stats as they had when they were defeated, they just die straight away again. And what I'll try and show you here is, if I get another turn, once the skeleton, so this effect should work because that harpy's under 30%. So I'll use that. It should revive a random dead ally, but it doesn't. So once the skeletons have come back and died, they can't be revived again. The other thing about revive mechanics is that, this is with all revives, if you have a dead ally and you clear a wave before you revive them, they can't be revived in that next wave. As you can see, there's no longer that 4th slot where the other ally used to be, so that spot is no longer available for a revive. But a cool idea that I'd come up with, and I'd love to hear your guys' ideas. I've been theory crafting with this guy a fair bit, trying to figure out a way I could get a tanky monster to die and then stay alive with those awesome parasites and armor break and all that sort of gear. Obviously he's not going to make it speed runs and stuff, but I just want something fun that I can use. So an idea that I had was a bit of a different one, but the water mauler, if we look at him, he's got that really cool passive that has the downfall of sacrificing his HP. So the passive is that after every turn, he grants allies a 50% chance to dodge attacks and refills their turn bar by 30%. Turn bar advantage is awesome. And then the drawback to this ability was that he sacrifices 20% of his own HP. So what I was thinking was I could build 3 of this guy, or if you guys have any other monsters that you have ideas about that I could try, build them on a fast, very tanky build, so that early on I'm just going to be taking lots of turns, killing things, but then these guys will eventually just wipe themselves out. And then when I revive them, they'll have those same tanky stats and speed, so they'll be able to keep using those parasites and an armor break quickly, and basically just destroy waves like that. So that was one idea I had. I don't know if you guys have any other ideas, but yeah, like I said, leave them in the comments, because I'm really keen to try things with this guy. I've got a few projects that I've got on the go for now, so I'll build that one of those maulers a bit later and test it out. But like I said, I've just been having an absolute blast with this skill. Like I said, he's not overpowered at all. The skeleton abilities seem really overpowered, but I think it's just I'm an inch away from finding that good comp that he'll work with, and then it'll be really fun. Like I want to try and use him in arena as well, but yeah, just finding that comp and then it'll be good. But it's really promising. I love the fact that they've gone for something completely different with this new mechanic of not just a revive, but that whole skeleton thing. It's a really cool theme that goes with the whole Anubis idea, and I'm just really enjoying it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this won't help many people, but I'm just hoping it gets people excited for the game and the sort of things that they're bringing to it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Cheers.